Computer is a device that can be instructed to carry out an arbitrary set of arithmetic or logical operations automatically. The ability of computer to follow generalized sequences of operations called programs enable them to perform a wide range of tasks. Such computers are used as control systems for a very wide variety of industrial and consumer devices. This includes simple special purpose devices like microwave ovens and remote controls, factory devices such as industrial robots and computer assisted design, but also in general purpose devices like personal computers and mobile devices such as smartphones. The Internet is run on computers and it connects millions of other computers. Since ancient times, simple manual devices like the abacus aided people in doing calculations. Early in the Industrial Revolution, some mechanical devices were built to automate long, tedious tasks such as guiding patterns for looms. More sophisticated electrical machines did specialized analog calculations in the early 20th century. The first digital electronic calculating machines were developed during World War II. The speed, power, and versatility of computers have been increasing dramatically ever since then. Conventionally, a modern computer consists of at least one processing element, typically a central processing unit (CPU), and some form of memory. The processing element carries out arithmetic and logical operations, and the sequencing and control unit can change the order of operations in response to stored information. Peripheral devices include input devices, keyboards, mouse, joystick, etc. Output devices, monitor screens, printers, etc. and input-output devices that perform both functions. Example, the 2000s era touchscreen. Peripheral devices allow information to be retrieved from an external source and they enable the result of operations to be saved and retrieved. Etymology. According to the Oxford English Dictionary, the first known use of the word computer was in 1613 in a book called The Young Man's Gleanings by English writer Richard Braithwaite. I have read the truest computer of times and the best arithmetician that ever breathed, and he reduced thy days into a short number. This usage of the term referred to a human computer, a person who carried out calculations or computations. The word continued with the same meaning until the middle of the 20th century. During the latter part of this period, women were often hired as computers because they would be paid less than their male counterparts. By 1943, most human computers were women. The online Etymology dictionary gives the first attested use of computer in the 1640s, meaning one who calculates. This is an agent noun from compute, verb. The online etymology dictionary states that the use of the term to mean calculating machine of any type is from 1897. The online etymology dictionary indicates that the modern use of the term to mean programmable digital electronic computer dates from 1945 under this name, in a theoretical sense from 1937 as Turing machine. History. Pre-20th century. Devices have been used to aid computation for thousands of years, mostly using one-to-one correspondence with fingers. The earliest counting device was most likely a form of tally stick. Later record-keeping aids throughout the Fertile Crescent included calculi, clay spheres, cones, etc., which represented counts of items, likely livestock, of grains sealed in hollow, unbaked clay containers. The use of counting rods is one example. The abacus was initially used for arithmetic tasks. The Roman abacus was developed from devices used in Babylonia as early as 2400 BCE. Since then, many other forms of reckoning boards or tables have been invented. In a medieval European counting house, a checkered cloth would be placed on a table and markers moved around on it according to certain rules as an aid to calculating sums of money. The Antikythera mechanism is believed to be the earliest known mechanical analog computer, according to Derek J. DeSola Price. It was designed to calculate astronomical positions. It was discovered in 1901 in the Antikythera wreck of the Greek island of Antikythera between Cythera and Crete, and has been dated to approximately circa 100 BCE. Devices of comparable complexity to the Antikythera mechanism would not reappear until the 14th century. Many mechanical aids to calculation and measurement were constructed for astronomical and navigational use. The planisphere was a star chart invented by Abu Rayyan al-Biruni in the early 11th century. The astrolabe was invented in the Hellenistic world in either the 1st or 2nd centuries BCE and is often attributed to Hipparchus. The combination of the planisphere and dioptra, the astrolabe was effectively an analog computer capable of working out several different kinds of problems in spherical astronomy. An astrolabe incorporating a mechanical calendar computer and gear wheels was invented by Abi Bakr of Isfahan, Persia in 1235. Abu Ray al-Biruni invented the first mechanical geared lunisolar calendar astrolabe, an early fixed wired knowledge processing machine with a gear chain and gear wheels around 1000 AD. The sector, a calculating instrument used for solving problems in proportion, trigonometry, multiplication and division, and for various functions such as squares and cube roots, was developed in the late 16th century and found application in gunnery, surveying, and navigation. The planimeter was a manual instrument to calculate the area of a closed figure by tracing over it with a mechanical linkage. The slide rule was invented around 1620 to 1630 by the English clergyman William Oakeshott shortly after the publication of the concept of the logarithm. It is a hand-operated analog computer for doing multiplication and division. As slide rule development progressed, added scales provided reciprocals, squares and square roots, cubes and cube roots, as well as transcendental functions such as logarithms and exponentials, circular and hyperbolic trigonometry, and other functions. Slide rules with special scales are still used for quick performance of routine calculations, such as the E6B circular slide rule used for time and distance calculations on light aircraft.